So right now everyone is safe from the fire, but like Josh Knelson, the Reeve for Mackenzie County, touched on earlier, everyone does still need to be prepared and stay alert and stay informed. There still is a large wildfire out there, and parts of it, particularly on the west side, didn't even receive that much rain. Again, scattered showers. So the forest floor is still dry, and there are still active parts of the fire that are affecting other communities. So people just need to make sure that they're doing their diligence and staying informed. We're also asking people to respect wildfire operations. You're still entering an area where active fires on the landscape. You're going to see smoke. You're going to see aircraft in the sky. And we also have a lot of firefighters still working along roadways. So, asking people to be diligent and use slower speeds in those areas. And just be aware that there's still a large fire out there in the landscape. We also have the ability for new starts to also happen in our area. We actually do get quite a bit of lightning come through our area in the summer, and we do get a number of lightning starts. So people should still stay cognizant of that and report any new wildfires that they see by calling 310 Fire is a way that people can help us respond to new fires as well. So we got lighter winds and we got cooler temperatures and some scattered rain. So that happened about 3 days ago, right? So when the weather gives us a break like that, it really allows, as you can see in the sky, there's less smoke. It allows aircraft to operate safely. It also decreases fire activity. So it allows firefighters to get in and heavy equipment to access the fire perimeter closely in a safe way. So this weather, I know, like Chief NSA said, it's not the best summer weather way to begin June for most people, but for us here in the high level forest area, it's really giving us a break when it comes to firefighting efforts.
Is this fire still creeping south as it has been for the last couple of days?
The last few days, actually, the south and southeast part of the fire did get a little bit more amounts of rain. So the south and southeast have definitely seen a decrease in fire activity, allowing firefighters to continue, wildland firefighters and structural firefighters to continue accessing those priority areas in and around those communities where, the west side of the fire didn't see as much rain. So we have amazing fire behavior analysts that put rain gauges out into the middle of the fire and weather stations around big fires to help us better actually account for those amounts as well. So, it definitely takes a big team, everybody on the ground, everybody in the sky, and all the kind of specialized people we have working for us too.
A couple days ago, there was a release that said this fire is not really going to be put out by firefighters. It might just be kind of a waited out kind of thing. Is that still the case? Are we kind of just going to have to wait for these flames to more or less extinguish themselves?
No, firefighters on the ground put out fires. We also need, again, weather to aid firefighters in their efforts. Another thing, though, is fires dig deep. The forest floor has different layers to it, and fire can creep and crawl underground. So it's a lot of work to actually move into, once they have the fire perimeter contained, to actually move inwards into the fire and put out any hot spots in priority areas. So, this fire is really going to be on the landscape for some time. So I think people just need to be aware of that, and we're going to continue working hard and have this thing under control, and we won't stop until we do.
Is it still about 280,000 hectares? Will that change at all overnight?
Yeah, the last recorded size is 280,000 hectares, yes.
Is there any control burns plan, and will it change visibility of the fire?
Yeah, that's a great question. Operation technique that we use quite often is something called aerial ignition, and we do that to basically get rid of hazardous areas in a controlled manner with lighter winds that are in our favor to help basically almost fight fire with fire. We did see that quite a few days ago when we did the section south of high level, south along Highway 35 and west along Highway 58, and then the fire perimeter. So it was kind of a triangular area, and we had really light northeast winds, so that basically aided us to do that technique. So we are only able to do that when weather conditions allow, and it is definitely something that we will continue to use in our operations. Yeah.